Hi everyone, Vicki here from Brain Injury Hawke's Bay. On today's Community Collaborators, I'm speaking to Carol from Age Concern. Carol, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're very welcome, Vicki. Absolute pleasure to be here.
Carol, can you start by telling us about your role at Age Concern?
Oh, okay, so that's quite, you'd think that would be easy. Would you not think that would be an easy?
I think that would be easy.
This will be the easiest question out of the whole lot. So I started at Age Concern 10 years ago, nearly 11 years ago, as a volunteer, as a lot of people do, and a role came up within the organisation that I was asked to apply for. So I applied for that, and throughout the years, that role has morphed into reasonably all-encompassing. So I look after Havelock North, and I also work in the Napier branch. So we're trying to bring those two branches together and provide a seamless delivery of community support services. Awesome. So we offer a range of supports throughout the community, and chiefly that is working with people either in one-on-one situation or with whānau or with broader family, just to uncover whatever any issues are, and also then we go out and reach out further to other agencies that we're connected with to put in place a support package or whatever the client may need. More often than not, we're finding now, as people are aging, they actually don't know where to go. That's a real unknown of who do you call. So now it's all Age Concern.
Age Concern.
Yeah. There's a song there, I know. So we will take calls a lot from families who are their parents are just getting to the stage of needing help and they have no clue how to navigate the system. So I've taken all titles from my name and I now call myself a navigator. I help people from a first phone call through to navigating the system to get a desired outcome. Yeah. So it could be a lot simpler than that. Could be somebody just needs help with shopping. Could be they have some isolation issues and want to connect in through a variety of programs. It could be referrals from police. It could be referrals from, you can self-refer, you can, however you come through to us. So we're not government agency. We're not aligned with the DHB or MSD or anybody. So we are non-political and unbiased.
Yeah, and that gives you all that flexibility to be able to find the need and help.
Yeah. So we can tap into all agencies because we are very well connected, and we're all working for the same outcome. All of us are working for the same outcome, which is to provide services at the highest level for older people in the community. There's such a variety of requirements and needs that I could never pinpoint just one common denominator, except the difficulty people have in knowing where to start to get help. Yeah. And that is probably the common denominator, as they call us.
Yeah. You've got a massive varied role. Something that I was really interested to learn about with you guys was the amazing Christmas lunch that you put on. Could you tell us about that?
Sure, Vicki. So 8 years ago, I started a small Christmas lunch for older people. Now that was held in a hall in Havelock. That's consequently since been pulled down, but it was held there, and it was staffed and cooked for by volunteers in the kitchen. So 40 people easy, got 40 people, incredibly easy. The next year we did it, we got 60 people. We thought, oh gosh, okay, yeah, there must be a need. The next year after that, we had not just older people coming in, we had families asking to come because they had nowhere else to go. We had people who are new refugees to Hawke's Bay who knew no one and had nowhere else to go. So at that time we thought, oh, actually, okay, there's a broader need than just older people. There's a loose criteria, but it's not something we quiz. We went from there the next year, so that was 80. We went from there to engaging with agencies and saying, okay, do you have clients you want to refer? Here's a referral form. This is the process, and it was all quite formal. Which worked well. What we discovered was actually there's a whole sector of people, or groups, demographics of people that aren't connected. They're not connected with agencies. Those are the people we want to capture. Capture, that sounds terrible. We want to capture you and take you to Christmas lunch and feed you and give you presents.
That sounds better. There you go.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to force you to have a good time.
Yeah.
So that year was the last year, one and only year, we went down the agency path.
Yeah.
And since then, we've tried to make it easy as we possibly can for people to connect with us, to reach out and to engage and to register. So last year we fed 275 people. This year we are anticipating feeding up to 400.
Wow.
So we will be able to seat 350.
Yeah.
We also have had offer of volunteers who will deliver hot meals that have been freshly packed to people who just cannot, they're not able to get out.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
we're guessing that part will also be big.
So if someone wants to come along,
they ring you, Vicki.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just put you there. Okay, so there are myriad of ways they can get through.
Yeah.
Do you want those?
Yeah, go for it.
We have a text phone line.
Awesome.
We have an email. We have a dedicated phone line in which you can just leave a message and we'll call you back with your details.
Wow.
If you need transport, there's transport. And for every child under 18, there is a present.
Wow, that's amazing.
So the split is normally roughly a third. Last year it was more than a third children, but I think we bought for 100 kids last year.
Wow.
Which is a phenomenal achievement. If
Yeah.
you can imagine going and shopping physically for 100. No, you can't. I know.
No,
I can't.
No,
that's mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it's the chef is Stu from Minor Cafe. If you're in Havelock, you know who that is. And he gives up his day to come and volunteer.
Oh, yeah, so cool.
We have probably 70 plus volunteers this year, maybe a touch more. Not all of the jobs are the nice, sexy jobs, the term that people think they want to wait tables. There's so much leading up to this day to make it a success, and so many jobs we need help with. Sometimes it's hard to find someone who will come and clean up after, for example. Yeah. But that is something that we desperately need.
Yeah.
So it's, we take volunteer registrations. They essentially have to apply now, to volunteer, and then we have a volunteer manager assigned to this project, and she will ring them and just quiz them on their physical capabilities, time ability, etc., and she'll match them up with a role.
Awesome.
So we will have, how many vans this year? Maybe seven vans that will be operating around the region, picking people up. And we're already taking bookings.
Wow.
So
is there a close-off date that you stop taking bookings?
No. So we stop taking bookings when we're at our targeted number, which we will take 400 names this year.
Yeah.
There is every single year, there's an element of people who don't turn up.
Yeah.
It's around between 10 and 15%.
Yeah.
So we will always oversubscribe.
Yeah.
In numbers. Of course, one day that might come back to bite me.
Yeah.
Proverbial, and all 4 up. The reason we are targeting seating 350 this year is, of course, due to tough times with COVID.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the Napier office today. Now there's flooding, and people are being evacuated, etc. So all in all, is a pretty tough time.
Yeah.
Around for a variety. Yeah. So lovely to chat.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Carol.